Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Cold Fire, and I will be um, channeling some message from your persons. You could be dealing with more than one person, so I will try my best to differentiate between different energies, different people. Let's start with some star code Astro Oracle cards. So now let's get one card from the universe. I mean, also take this card. Sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlockly yours, the universe. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. Um, I'm gonna get what? All right, Vesta, Hearth. I'm gonna read a little bit about these cards, probably or no. Not really. Juno partnership coming up. It's like they understand this internal flame. Mercury messages this eternal flame that is the soul. They It's like their mind can now watch this flame burn endlessly, and messages are coming through. Like after the retrograde, they started getting a lot of messages from the source, from their soul, inside their mind. Like these are telepathic messages coming in. These could be akashic records messages as well about the soul. Yeah, and some massive hidden information is coming through for your person. Arrival. It's like there's an arrival of some thing, some entity, a spirit guide, a very, very powerful spirit guide, a powerful entity specially created for your person. Can get one more. Imin Kalai, root. um, Going to explain this entity is about the getting messages from their where the soul originates from, what is the super soul, what's the source of all of existence. It's like the opposing forces to the soul's journey. It's like they're getting a kind of an entire library, the entire library of information through messages. I feel like your person is being bombarded with a lot of knowledge about the soul, truth about soul and spirituality, like the they knew that this knowledge existed. They had an idea, but because the opposite forces were so strong and they were dealing with opposite forces, they continuously, probably earlier on before this point, got mixed messages or misinformation, and now they're uh, seeing the truth, and they're then it's it, they but they're still focused on the misinformation because they want to kind of get to the root of this. Where does misinformation, how far how far does the misinformation go? Does it reach the root? And they're possibly realizing that it probably does. It's like the light and the dark coexist. Like knowledge and misinformation. Like um, so they're discovering both. So for this part of the truth, you got this part of the misinformation. So they are able to see both the sides. So it's 9 o'clock. They're getting messages, possibly on YouTube or social media or on the internet, or they're being guided to search for some terms, possibly like what is the soul, what is karma, what is dharma, what is god, what are spirit guides, what is a ghost, what are angels, what are demons, what are the ranks of angels, what are the ranks of demons, who's Lucifer, who is Jesus, and who is Shiva, who is Brahma, who is Vishnu, who is Shakti, who's Lakshmi, who is Saraswati, who is uh, who are these energies actual counterparts, what are twin flames, what is the twin flame journey, what is the spiritual journey, what is meditation, what is contemplation, what all of this stuff, like the truth of these things. And they're receiving information which they can clearly now distinguish, uh, uh, which was misinformation. So they're now seeing that they had like opposing information, misinformation. And now so that is where their root knowledge was, like misinformation. And they always knew that this is something coming to them that is going to lead them to the truth. It was, they didn't clearly know that it was opposite to the truth. They thought that, but they clearly knew that it was not the truth. It was like a reflection, a mirror image, uh, or no, not a mirror image, like a distorted image of the truth. But now they're realizing that it was clearly false information that they received about truth, about the soul, that is spirituality, the spirit. And now your person is clearly seeing, now they have a comparison. So for this false information that I got, I'm now getting the truth of it. So what it starts with, what's the devil? That is what I'm getting. They were told something absolutely wrong about the devil, and they kind of believed it. They kind of believed it. It's very typical. Like um, a lot of people assume that Lucifer is evil. He's the devil, but he's an archangel who fell from grace, who opposed God. Um, and that's why he was sent to he was banished from God's kingdom. But he's still an archangel. He's not the devil. The devil is an energy field, and that energy field can latch on to anyone who is not on the divine path. So this is the information that has come through to them. Like, what is the opposing force that is at play? What are these evil forces at play? The opposition, the confrontation. Why are we in confrontation to something in existence? And the answer is, that is the devil. That is evil. If everything is God's creation, then why are we in opposition to it? And then that's how they've discovered that this is the devil. Let's get some prairie oracle. Oh, yeah. Would more tenderness help nest? Mm, one more moon. Full moon. Yeah, opposite. The force of opposition kind is ending at this new moon. So the devil's power over your person has ended. The devil's part, the part that the evil forces were to play, have ended completely, and now your person can be more relaxed. Your person can be more loving, caring, and nurturing, relaxed, and attending to more kindness. And okay, we have this in pursuit. Is my pursuit both honorable and focused? Mountain lion stalk, like they've possibly been stalking you um a lot, observing you a lot, and it's like they understood that they were functioning under these energies, like they were observing you. They were not functioning under these energies. They were functioning in the theme that these energies bring about, the opposite energy, evil forces, the devil energies. That So a person who is facing these energies, the themes that these energies bring about, they're always doing everything with the knowledge and reality of their lives that it's an opposing force. So they were they were focused, possibly from a different perspective. They were honoring your wishes. They were trying to find something that resembles uh, an opposing force, and they focused on the wrong thing. Like while they were stalking you and observing you, they wanted to honor your wishes. So if they found that you come from this opposing force as well, they wanted to honor that. And it's like they're just tired, like their eyes are dead, like trying to find something that doesn't exist. Like you're definitely not like they were never gonna find like anything that comes from opposing forces, evil forces, in their observations of you, and their eyes are dead tired stalking you. So at the end, they're confused. They're healing from the confusion because it's like they focused on the wrong thing, and then now they're healing from the confusion. They're rising above that pursuit itself. Because right now, I think they realized the most honorable thing to do would be to rise up above the need to observe you. They're realizing the more they look into your life, the more they are influencing it, and their focus has been wrong. They've been focused on the wrong thing, looking at something, some hint or some clue, uh, to label you the opposition in their life, and that in turn created some kind of resistance and opposing forces in your life. And confuse and just the energy of confusion and chaos, and uh, which is it was a wrong thing for them to do. So they are doing the real honorable thing, and and healing that confusion and chaos energy that they brought in to your life. Um, yeah, I hear I hear someone saying like, uh, they're ending the chaos and confusion. They're healing from an ending with you as well. This is a sort of ending as well, right? Like, this stalking and observing you, and uh, with the intention of finding something opposing to is ended. They're healing from this ending, and they're ending this confusion. They're taking charge. They see truth. Created a lot of chaos in your life. Their pursuit of, yeah, created a lot of chaos in your life. They're healing this. Let's say this is the present situation. Let's get some cards for the past. Ten of Cups. Missed opportunity. They knew that you were there happily ever after in the past. That you were their wish fulfillment, and they lost the chance with you. So that's what they're healing right now in the present. Yeah, they feel rejected. It's like you rejected their soul. Yeah, they feel that rejection very clearly in their system. They lost an opportunity for soul growth. And that's what made them feel a little rejected, because you would not participate, or like it was impossible for them to make you participate in this entire business of, let's find out where we oppose each other. Even in confrontation, you're always on the same side. And because they were hell bent on finding out, like observing you and stalking you to see if you are opposed to them, it's like they felt rejected because they found nothing there. It was impossible to find something. They found no opportunity, and they felt rejected from the opportunity to have this happily ever after and soul growth, uh, in the initial phases, to expand, to grow, this for the soul to grow. They're healing from that. They're healing from the ending of something very toxic. It's been a pattern with them, with other people, and you kind of broke that pattern for them. Like they weren't expecting this to happen, so it was it had a very dramatic effect on them. It is having a very dramatic effect on them. They're feeling the drama, and they're feeling the ending of the chaos. They're feeling the healing at the same time, and that is like, um some let's get some cards for the immediate future. Okay, they're rising, like they're taking flight. They're leaving this energy behind in the immediate future. They're on their real soul path, soul mission. They're on their real soul path, soul mission. moving forward, full speed ahead. It's like they got an aircraft, a spacecraft. It's like they didn't find you in the past. They don't find you in the present. In the future, let's say this is new energy. It's like an energy of moving forward on their soul path. Yeah, temperance reversed. They suddenly like have gained momentum. They know what their real soul path is, and there's harmony, there's balance in that understanding. They understand this completely, whatever's going on. Okay, Hierophant, starting new, starting a brand new chapter in their life. It, it's like you are the that spark of inspiration and motivation. They're going to come looking for you in the future, in the immediate future, in the immediate future. They realize that you are something inside of them. You are not something outside of them to oppose it, if that makes any sense. And once that realization happens in the future, it's like this grand pause that was placed in their life is just reversing, and they're just gaining extreme momentum. Brian Scott has just done a um, video on momentum. If anybody wants to go and check it out, maybe after that, watching that video, you will change the energies for in this dynamic for your person. So this seems like it could happen overnight or in the full moon energies that we have going on right now. Let's get some Rider Waite. Rider Waite kind of gives some real answers. We'll get some for the past, present, and future. It's like we've got success. It's like they oh yeah, okay, blocked. They face some block in moving forward because they didn't find you. They didn't find you in that entire agenda of theirs. They kept feeling your energy like leaving their body and like hovering somewhere above them all the time, blocked from you. In conflict with you. They're going through some massive aftershocks of the dark night of the soul. Massive aftershocks of the dark night of the soul. Yeah, they're healing from it. They're healing from the dark night of the soul anxiety and this pain of rejection, pain of like seeing you walk away, seeing you go away, and broken, heartbroken. They know that they broke your heart, so they feel that pain in their system as well. So they're very they're healing from that anxiety of hurting you so much. Let's see what we've got for the future, immediate future. Um, actually, this just came out for the devil because in my mind I was asking for the devil, and this came out. They were stuck in this confusion with this devil person, this devil entity, Capricorn energies, and also like the devil in reverse here. It's like they are. It's like they understand now someone in their life was the opposing force that was creating this illusion of being. They were faking being on the spiritual path and using like having some magical manifestation abilities, but they were just using dark magic and manipulation to keep you and your person continuously feeling down in the dumps, hurt, anxious, confused. And it's like they're healing from all of that right now. And they have this person, this devil person, in reverse. This could possibly be more than one person in on this. It, like we discussed, like it's the devil energy, so they realize that the devil is an energy field. And there were many people who were working with this energy, not under the influence of this energy, but with this energy, um, to keep them and you hurt, devastated, confused, anxious, uh, while both of you were going through something really intense. The dark night of soul is really intense. Even if you are not going through it and your person is going through it, uh, like it when you are associated with a person who's going through a dark night of the soul, and if that is in fact your person, right, then it's very difficult for you to make sense of anything, because your mind basically is on pause, like massive pause. Like it will not work. It will not work. It wants to break down your ego programming. And if you have very very uh heavy opposite force, like, oh, how can I explain this? Like, if you have around you people who have always since birth functioned under this energy and for this energy, and if you're surrounded, those people are called karmics for a reason. Like, they come from the very lower ego based uh, uh, based categories, like not just the ego categories. All of us have an ego, but really, really low, the lowest of low ego based uh, soul categories. They will only have this energy to work with. And if you've been surrounded in your life by such people, which is what they've realized, that this is a category of the soul, and this is all they can do. They will try continuously to keep you and your special one, the one for you, in a very, very bad shape. And because this person in the past didn't know the difference in between a low vibing, a lower ego soul, low vibing soul, a soul which a mind which functions in absolutely low egos, versus um, what they are a very high functioning, high vibing soul with a very uh, efficient and expansive, explorative ego, a very enhanced version of ego, very advanced version of ego, which is completely focused on soul growth and soul expansion. And they were doing this unknowingly, and but being surrounded by these people, they faced this block, and this was they were blocked from seeing genuine souls, and possibly genuine souls and very high functioning, high powered minds were being blocked by them, and they were getting in conflict with them because these energies were playing heavy. And earlier, just they just didn't know. And right now, as they're healing from this ending, especially the dark night of the soul ending, their mind has started working again. They're realizing that this anxiety, this confusion, this feeling down in the dumps and hurt and damaged and broken and stuck, unable to move forward, and feeling this darkness, like feeling like whatever you have created in life has come from darkness, is actually coming from the set of people that they have surrounded themselves with, and they are the ones who come from this category. And that's why they were unable to see you in the past, and that's why they have lost you from their lives right now. They have had a brutal ending, and it's like, but they're still confused. They're confused, and the source of the confusion is the other soul. So they're still getting the truth on karmic souls, very low vibing souls, very lower ego souls. They're still getting truths about that, and that is causing them a lot of mental energy. They're seeing what a low vibing soul is like, because now that they faced an ego death, so the layer of a low vibing ego that these others had projected on top of them, that were making them feel rejected pointlessly and unable to, and in constant conflict with you. They are now seeing they're in so much pain, like they've just suddenly been exposed to the truth about these people, and that's giving them a massive headache. But at the same time, they have they have this beautiful healing energy coming through. They also recognize that all of this anxiety is coming in to their mind for them to heal those thought forms once and for all, and put an end to this dark night of the soul chapter, this portion of dealing with ego, dealing with uh, the devil, dealing with karma. They're putting an end to it completely. I mean, there's definitely an end to the confusion about what they need to deal with and what they need to end and heal. um so now, like, it's the end of the ego, end of karma. They're done. Like the karma chapter is done, learning is done, ending is done, and healing is underway, because healing is massively needed for your person. Let's see what we have for the future here. It's like they didn't find you in the world of uh karma. They thought every soul is a part of the world of karma. They miscategorize themselves as souls of the world of karma and ego, karmic cycles. So it's like they're having soul recognition. They're seeing the soul as what it's not, through what it is not. They're seeing it as the opposite to what they always thought. And that is the ego death that we're talking about. Let's see. I want to keep this a little separate because, yeah, we have the magician reverse here. So the future is looking completely different for your person. To see what they're seeing. They're seeing actual now under there's opposition, and now they're seeing the Queen of Cups. They're actually seeing what agrees with them, what is in mutual congruence with them, their truth, their soul's truth. Once they see what their soul is actually, what category their soul actually comes from, the star. Yeah, this is definitely the immediate future. In the next 2 3 weeks, and this process, like, the same card is showing up in the present and the future. So this can be suddenly any moment. This can literally, like I said, feels like an overnight transition. Yeah, because they're taking charge. They're taking charge. They want to live their real life now. They want to live their real life, the life that they were supposed to be living, and they realize that they're living it in a completely different category. Yeah, they're so confident now. They're so much more confident now in their understanding of their soul and the soul category. Especially, it's definitely a they're single. Your person is single in the immediate future. Um, the Hierophant showing up here, which means this is the marriage card. Even like the Ten of Cups is the home card, family card, marriage card. I think the disappointment stems from there because they probably grew up in a family of karmics, or a family that was functioning under lower egos, and that's why they were feeling blocked and out of place, and their progress was being blocked, their success was being blocked, causing them a lot of anxiety. So there's something about the family and a karmic marriage coming up here, which is, since they're showing up single here, then this belief system that they were stubbornly functioning under, they've healed from that. They've taken charge of their own life because now they understand. It's like sudden realization, like over the next few days. Today's the second, so third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Over the next 4 days, do we have anything indicating 4 days? We have, oh, the full moon. Before the timing card, yeah, definitely. Mm, yeah. Well, the present phase is definitely the full moon phase that we are going through, right? Astrological phase, astronomical phase is the full moon phase. So the present phase is 4 days. So in over after the next 4 days, they're going to, and this is going to end this chapter of of being stuck in traditional settings, traditional belief system. And this is also like somebody who breaks free through passion and determination. They know what it is going. So they're the Princess of Wands right now, and then they're moving to the King of Wands, like from the Page of Wands to the King of Wands. And this is them. This card, I said, like, this was them recognizing that you were inside them. You were something which was within them. You were the source, the spark of inspiration, the voice inside, the voice that was talking to them, right? And okay, the voice that was talking to them, this is what they felt when they thought about you, and they were trying so hard to see you on the outside, what like seeing you in the outside, but they've just recently started seeing you on the inside, and they realize that yes, you are this holy grail, this unconditional love, the source of unconditional love inside them. It's like when they looked at you, it's like I saw a 4040, that is 404, like error find a file not found. They were trying to look at you as the opposition, something opposite them, and they just didn't find the file. But when they looked inside themselves, it's like that's when they found you, and they they found a feeling. They found this abundantly rich, like a fountain of youth, the holy grail of beautiful energies, like inspiration, motivation, desire, passion, and like burst of so much. And it's just now that they're realizing that that energy has your face. That means they realize that you are the same soul. This is how the divine masculine actually goes through their journey of the twin flame journey. Is what I feel, that they start seeing you inside, like the divine masculine energy starts seeing you inside their body as the source of all happiness and joy and creativity, the source of creativity, the fountain of youth, the holy grail of a knowledge of the cosmos, soul's knowledge. So they see you as the face of the soul's knowledge. They see your face here. They see you here. So they're recognizing you're the same soul, or you are their person, their soulmate, or the one and only for them. And that is bringing grace into their life, that realization, and then that sudden overnight graduation from a page to a king, as it feels like it's overnight, but because the temperance is reversed and the chariot is in motion, it's like 2 days, and two nights, and yeah, it's not even four, 2 nights, and they're it's like they're speaking to someone also, possibly they found someone within their actual soul family, soul circle. They're talking to a practitioner, somebody who's knowledgeable about these things. uh, yeah, there's somebody who's knowledgeable about these things, but I don't get a very trustworthy energy from this person. So uh, yeah, temperance. Okay, so they're actually having conversations with Archangel Michael. So they have found their connection with Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is helping transmute these energies and alchemic, like their soul. They bring their uh, 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 yeah, as they rest. They're resting in the information. They're getting downloads of information, and Archangel Michael is basically healing the wounds and helping them incorporate a soul information. The soul recognition information that your person is getting is being incorporated into their system through resting. They're resting right now. A lot of rest, a lot of mental health break. They're taking a break. Let's get some. I don't think we need to. Do we need to get some clarification cards? Let's do some clarification cards. Um, let's see that Four of Cups there. Four of Cups and Two of Swords. What happened there? Oh, what happened there? Okay, they were blocked from opportunities of making money, and having a balanced financial status, and being able, they had lost the ability to. They were not finding opportunities. They were not finding the opportunities or time to process their finances. They were unable to take charge of their financial situation. They were losing opportunity after opportunity. That and that's why I think they thought you left them. And this was definitely a humbling experience for them, though. Um, that you left them, but first they misunderstood that you left them because you thought that they didn't have a hang of their finances or their financial status. They had lost some money, or the finances were bad. Um, that that encouraged them to heal their financial status and focus on it. Um, but let's see, this Nine of Swords and the Star card. Okay. Yeah, they were stubbornly holding on to some home situation that was causing them a lot of anxiety, chaos, confusion. It's like it had nothing to do with you. This anxiety and chaos and confusion is coming from the the Ten of Cups family card, their home situation. Um, okay, but it was linked. It was attached to you in a way, like they saw you as inside their home, or you were their home. It's like you were the ultimate. They didn't see it as you were their home. They kept seeing you inside their home, in their life, in their family. They always looked at you as a part of the family member, and like they don't know why. They possibly thought it was um, because of their work or financial status is why they felt like you were a perfect match for them, like perfect match for their family. uh, but it was more than that. They knew that there was something more than that. And then they actually felt like you rejected them because you thought their own personal financial status was not up to the mark, and whatever it was, because it was because of the family that they belong to, and the family's financial status or power or stability and security. Okay. And that was causing them that was stressing them out. Like it was not a money issue that was stressing them out. It's just that they were getting confused about the structures of their family, and they realized that they just don't fit in. They are too tense and anxious, and they're unable to rest for even a second. And possibly their paternal line is has a lot of karmics, like karmic sibling, um, a father figure being too demanding of them, dominating, the household, trying to keep everything together, which was confusing your person because they didn't believe that those were the right ways of doing things. So that was causing them a lot of stress because the mindsets were not matching, the methods were not matching, were unsuitable. Okay, so what next? Let's clarify the Eight of Cups and Magician. Yeah, they've escaped from this sorcery, this dark magic, the hold that this dark magic, dark spell work had on them. They've escaped from it. They've escaped from it with guidance from Archangel Michael. They have definitely been getting guidance from Archangel Michael. The Seven of Swords came up here. There was some sort of deception. Uh, these people had kind of stolen their ability to think with the clarity that Archangel Michael brings. So the sword of Archangel Michael. So that is that one ultimate thought form, the ultimate thought form, because Archangel Michael is the messenger of God. He knows the exact information, mental energy to tackle life for a good soul, a powerful soul at that, like, so now that they just taken a mental health break and called upon possible, definitely, most possibly called upon Archangel Michael, or there is somebody, a well-wisher who has at a distance called upon Archangel Michael to come to their friend's assistance in this situation. Yeah, for their friends, uh, assist them. So they have basically escaped this deception, this lie, this theft of the ability to think. Maybe there's the dominance that they felt from their family members and or their family system or their household, uh, that was keeping them away from original thought, a, a divine, the special set of thought forms given special, especially to them, like their original set of thought forms that only they have. They felt that they had to hide those thought forms. They kept all their life, they kept feeling that there was something stopping them from thinking original thoughts, in one way or the other something would happen and they would either not be allowed to think for their own, or like they wouldn't be given the chance or the opportunity to think for themselves, um, for even a second. It feels like your person has just escaped that thicket, that dark thorny bush. And they've just spread their wings. Their mind is completely open. It's like all the concepts of reality that only they could see, like, all of us contribute that, like, all minds that have been given the capacity of original thought, especially the sword, especially uh the gift that you get from Archangel Michael, like delegating this aspect for you to contribute with your original ways of thinking. They were never allowed to do that in their life, and that's they've kind of escaped that trap. And and a lot of people have tried some really dark things to keep them confused and using their minds to just figure out the confusion rather than working on figuring out what is the nature of reality, life, and existence. What is the truth of souls? Definitely a lot of dark magic at play here with person, and a person is escaping all of that very beautifully and very fast. Four of we were looking for a four, yes, four of swords, yes, four knights. 2nd of Feb, 3rd of Feb, 4th of Feb, 5th of Feb, and 6th of February, full moon, they escape 5555 as soon as I said that on the clock. Oh, so that's the truth I have for you here. That's a real, true timeline. Okay, let's see this Hierophant and the Emperor card here. Let's see what that's about. And it's like this chariot, like it's like they're escaping, like something. Yeah, yeah. Okay, the battle is like over. The battle is over. In the future, they're single. The battle is over. It's done. Like they've lost some money possibly in this marriage, this old marriage, but it's done, and they're over it. The financial battle of separation and divorce, like this is like full and final settlement. They lose a little bit of money. I mean, they've lost more money, more than what they like you lost here, like but yeah, but then that's giving them some financial independence. It's giving them independence. Let's see this Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, independence to think originally and gain all of their money back and possibly 10,000 times more, because you have Archangel Michael working on your mind and brain and DNA and everything, and the High Priestess here. Temperance reversed and Chariot. High Priestess. Okay, so that was really beautiful. Let's get some Lenormand Oracle cards. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. House. Yeah, it's like your person, the set of people that I'm channeling. It's like it's this house, this dream house that they want to build with you. They have been seeing it since a very long time, and like like I said, like they saw you inside their house, like inside their family. That is coming up like really fast inside a house, and it's like now like you are housed inside them, and they see that they are housed inside you, like your soul. They see a reflection of their soul. It's like, but more soul recognition needs to happen. It's still they still see you as another soul, like inside their body, another person inside their first in their family, and now in this new home that they're going to start, like for themselves, right? And they see you as the star inside the house, like the angel inside the house. uh see you inside the house, like and they're coming home to this house. This is the King of Hearts. This is the house that they've wanted to this is going to be a house filled with love. Like they want to fill it with love, and they see you inside their house, and they are the ones who are in charge of the house. um it's like they want to make it very comfortable, warm for you inside this house, so that they can learn more about soul and spirituality. It's like they see you as this tree of wisdom, and I'm going to leave it there. The combination of the 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 house and tree. That's all I have for you guys. Like, they see you this as this tree of knowledge. They're seeing you as a complete. They are seeing you as their angel. They're seeing you as definitely it's somebody else who called Archangel Michael to help your person, and now they're thinking that you are the Archangel Michael, and they just cannot differentiate between you and an angel, and the tree of knowledge and the Holy Grail, and this house, and you being that entity inside the house, the angel of the house, the guardian angel of the house. They're their love house, their house, them, they themselves, and they are feeling very confident about this reality, this factor. They're like, this seems so much more appropriate. This is the truth, this is the reality, this is how I see my person's energy, like my guardian angel, as well as my little little princess, the source of joy and happiness that gives me so much strength and powers, and lets me grow. They're observing you as a soul of, and through you they're being, now they're finally observing you as a soul, and through that they're finally being exposed, with the help of some really powerful souls, well wishers, to the angelic realm and the realm of supernatural and spiritual wisdom. And they're defining themselves, they're finding themselves suddenly inside this house, their dream house, the dream house where that the entire energy of the house and the vicinity of the house is made up of you. And it's just naturally like that. It's like your energy is that house and the surrounding. Amazing and lovely read. It was amazing to read this, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye.